Hey YouTube, it's that time again where we get to walk around the garden and see what's changed here in the recent month. And you know, a lot can change. Coming in here to our raised beds, obviously one of the biggest changes has been that my pole beans have skyrocketed to the point where we had to add a longer trellising system for them so that way they had space to grow. My bush beans down here, my first wave that we planted, have been producing a good amount of green beans. In fact, I have to harvest some more here. My squash plants, this is a calabacita squash. Those are doing good. We've picked several of them, and then as a surprise, there was a second one tied to it. So that one's starting to grow as well. This is my Old Faithful, my yellow squash, and this one we just harvested about a day or two from it, and it's produced quite a good wave of yellow squash for us. And then also my Kentucky Wonder green beans have started to shoot out little tendrils there to start climbing. Now I'm excited about this because I've never had either of these two varieties, but we planted some green beans as another wave of bush green beans that we could have. And the first type that we planted are right here. These are dragon tongue green beans. And I've read that the dragon tongue green beans will actually look like this, but when you saute them, they turn green. So that's exciting. And then this one over here is a yellow waxed variety of green beans. And I've never seen yellow green beans, so that's going to be interesting. If we swing this way, my pepper plants are doing phenomenal. They're huge. I topped them off when they were small, and they've just been happy ever since. And here, I don't know what to do. My tomatillo plant has it's grown a lot, and it's gotten to the point where she's starting to overtake all the other tomato plants, and she's dipped over into the other side of the fence as well. So I don't have a problem growing tomatillos. I just have a problem of how big they want to get. So next year I'll move them to their own area and I'll let the tomatillos expand. I do have purple seeds coming in for purple tomatillos, and I'll grow those and I'll share those with you as well. But the cherry tomatoes, we've been harvesting off of those. They're happy, and we have quite a bit of production on those as well. And the Roma tomatoes are getting huge. I mean, look at this guy. They're all getting huge, and I have seen additional tomatoes growing, but on the other side, because obviously the tomatillo plant is taking over. My snap peas, same thing. They're really happy, and they needed additional support, so now they're going to start to trellis over the entrance of our garden. Now, my little one likes cherry tomatoes so much that I had to find him his own little version of them, and I came across a variety called Tiny, well, they're Microtom, Microtom, and they look like this. So that's what these two are. They're little Microtoms, which any day now they should be. Oh, look, we have one there. And you know, here in Texas, we have a long growing period. So my idea is to have, again, a second wave of tomatoes to harvest from. And this is his strawberry patch, which I saw the other day. He had little flowers in there. I saw something red in there right now. And then my beets are down here. Some more okra, parsley. This is a volunteer squash. We'll learn together if it's a green squash, a yellow squash, a Mexican calabacita squash. Right next to it, there's some okra. I have to figure out what to do because that's now the Roma tomato flowering over, because the tomatillos back there have gone crazy. come this way. This is my Cherokee Purple Heirloom. It's gotten huge. And that is an indeterminate tomato plant. And then this is just another Roma, which has also gotten big. Kale. We've harvested a couple of kale. Quite a bit, actually. And then back here, my idea of planting them here was that they would trellis on the back side of the raised garden bed. This is called Kajari melon. So there's a couple right here, and then I've planted some more on the other side that will trellis on the back end as well. Never had it. See how it does. My lemon tree is loaded with lemons. And then we have some more squash, more squash, a second wave of snap peas. This is a Mexican herb called epazote. And then I planted, yes, I have an okra bed, and I do have an okra problem. I recognize that, but you guys, when you see an okra variety called Jing orange okra, how can you not? I had to. So I planted some here since my chamomile is slow in growing and I couldn't wait. So I just planted that there. And they just popped out maybe about 2 or 4 days ago. And then over here is my okra bed. Now the okra bed is a mixture of Clemson spineless, the orange okra, and a dwarf variety of okra. So come harvest time, we'll figure out which one is which one. Because right now, I have no idea. A little one moved the markers around. So you guys remember the cilantro? Well, here it is now. They're getting quite big. I'm excited. I love it. I have an opening on this side, so I think I'll plant a second wave of cilantro. And then here's my mint, of course. It feels like a mojito time. Up here are my second wave of tomatoes, and some of them, as you can see, have already popped out. But I want to walk you through these real quick because I'm a firm believer of getting things that aren't in the grocery store. If I can find them, whether it's from some of the other YouTubers love to buy seeds from Baker Creek or M.I. Gardener and stuff like that, I'm all for it if I can find a variety that I want to try. So one of the varieties of tomatoes I'm growing, it's called Black Beauty. It looks like this. I'm excited to see how this tastes and just to see it evolve in the garden. Never come across a tomato like that. The next thing is called Dr. Witchy's, and that's Dr. Witchy's. Now, yellow and orange tomatoes tend to be a little sweeter than your traditional red. And then that one, that's a Berries Crazy. And Berries Crazy cherry tomatoes are very prolific, and they will produce clusters full of fruit, just like on that image. We also have Golden King of Siberia, and I got that one strictly because it looks like a mango. Again, another yellow tomato. We have Ronde Denise, and I gotta tell you guys a story about this. I came across this variety of squash, and I thought I was so cool, and I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I got this variety, it's called Ronde Denise, and then I showed her what it looks like, and I thought she was gonna be amazed by it. Turns out she's actually used this before, and she uses it to stuff things into it. So yeah, my mom's still teaching me. But that's the Ronde Denise squash. We have another Golden King of Siberia, and then just another Dr. Witchy's yellow. So again, as we go through and we grow these seedlings and we plant them in the ground and then harvest them, I'll share all of that with you as well. Here's some more squash. Again, succession planting. And I planted a Ronde Denise back there just to see if it would pop out. And I've got zucchini here. I'm growing vertically. We got our pomegranate seeds in, so here's our pomegranate. It's gonna take a couple of years, but I have faith. Definitely have faith. More green beans, lettuce, spinach. I have to fence this off because my dogs love to dig my plants. Here are cucumbers, and they're getting big. We started these from seedlings, so the last time you guys saw this particular pot, there was nothing in it. It was bare. Now look how big they are. I'm excited for cucumbers. I love cucumbers. And here are the green beans that my little boy planted. So that does it for our May garden tour. I will see you next month. And in 1 month, a lot changes in the garden. Till next time.